Hello, everyone. It's showtime. Wait, they put the multiplying blocks on the thumbnail for Questa. Did they know? Did they know that that's the worst part of the game? you, I can use my moderator powers to collate everything you've ever said in this channel and throw a dart at it to determine your quote. Arcade Archives knows everything about the games they release. They know. Yeah, true. Hello everyone. It's showtime. Thanks, 05 Pro for the resubscription. I did indeed play the full throttle hot jams at the start. We had to. It was necessary. Is it time we exercise with Miku? No. It's not quite time for Balloon Fight either, or whatever that mysterious fifth game is. No. We're back here. We're back where I live with Taito. That's right. But before we do that, Camping Luna sent us some fan art for Twin Tail Day. Our site mascot has gotten even longer twin tails. Good for them. Good for her. Oh yeah, it's a Neo Geo. Actually, if we zoom in on that, we zoom in a little closer. It's the other mascot, the one you never see, the mysterious one. Good. Official fan art. Yes, we love to see official fan art. So thank you, Camping Luna, for sending that to me. I appreciate it. You didn't know Miku was in Night Striker because she is. Absolutely, she is. She can be in any game. You know what? Let's put it up one more time. Let's hold on. No, I gotta shrink it. Hang on. I like that the background is also like our actual stream background. That's good. That's attention to detail. Okay, so what we're playing tonight is what came in the post for me last week. Operation Night Strikers. I don't know if this has actually gotten a physical release in the US. It's being sold over here by Clear River Games, who appear to have taken over from Inin and Strictly Limited for Taito Games. Thank fuck for that. Miku is in every video game, actually, source me. Absolute gremlin face, yes, all this is true. The physical does come with the console ports. So, yeah, this came out like last year, but the Switch physical version only came out over here like last week, so my copy arrived. It came with a bunch of extra stuff. It did not, however, come with what they originally planned as an extra. They were originally gonna sell a like cardboard replica of the gun from Operation Wolf, but too many people complained that it was too costly, and so they scrapped it entirely. Cardboard's expensive, ask Nintendo. So it's Operation Wolf, and Operation Thunderbolt, and Operation Night Striker, and Operation Space Gun, and Operation Ragnarok. And yes, yeah, the console versions are indeed on the cartridge, so there's no download involved. However, because this is a Taito retro collection, they have to hold one thing back for a Japan exclusive, Amazon exclusive pre-order bonus. In this case, this international version does not have the PC Engine version of Operation Wolf. That is an exclusive to the Amazon. I think it was like Smile Day. I think they're just making shit up now. And it's like the other exclusives in that it's a separate app. It doesn't get added to the collection, which I don't like. There are ways to do DLC for retro collections. Like, the one I always think of is SNK 40th, which had a patch that added a bunch of games, and also let you download Beastbusters and Search and Rescue as DLC, because they increase the age rating, so you can protect your children from the violence of Beastbusters, while you inflict upon them the violence of multiple NES torts by Micronics. Yeah, so like I actually went through all the games that Taito did this with, and I figured it out. So Darius Cosmic Collection, the first one, had Sagaya, the Game Boy version, as an exclusive. The G Darius collection had Darius Extra for the Mega Drive. The Space Invaders collection had Space Invaders 90, that's the Mega Drive one. The Ray series, of course, had Ray R Gear. Supposedly a game that exists, we'll never know. It's a mystery. What were the other ones? Yeah, the Laserdisc collection had the arcade version of the Space Battleship Yamato game. I think Puzzle Bobble Every Bubble had SNES Puzzle Bobble, which you can buy internationally at least. And the upcoming Bubble Bobble Sweets Dungeon has the Saturn version of Bubble Symphony. They're always all separate downloads and it drives me nuts. Oh, wait. Limited. Oh, LR. Oh, so it's. So Clear River Games is a sister company of Limited Run Games. Okay. Right, got it. I don't know. I hate it. It sucks because it doesn't even add it to the collection. It's just a separate download and it just sits there. It's horrible. Anyway, so Sugar Dungeons. Okay, that's what it's called. Oh, it's out already. Oh, okay. Shows I thought it wasn't out yet. Shows what I know. Anyway, we're here to play. So our objective tonight is to play the 2 Operation Wolf games on here. All limited game companies are the same thing. Don't differentiate them. Yes, the other thing... Now, they usually did this with the Toa Plan Garage... arcade garage games, where if you bought the digital version, you had to buy the console versions as DLC. Here, and they do that here as well, which I don't like either, but if you buy the physical version, you get it all on one cart, which is nice. Anyway, let's play. So this is a collection of 4 games. Operation Wolf, Operation Thunderbolt, Night Striker, and Space Gun. These 2 games at the top are the games we're looking at tonight. It says a lot when one writer for a regular column put in uppercase and in bold, "Stop doing this, we hate it." Yep. So, in total, we have the arcade version of all games, including regional variations and also easy versions. Famicom Operation Wolf, NES Operation Wolf, Master System Operation Wolf, the mini-cab version of Operation Thunderbolt, which is 1 player only, the SNES version, which I didn't even know existed, the European version that removes the music of Night Striker, which I didn't know existed, the Mega CD port, and we get the arcade version of Space Gun, and the Sega Master System version. Yeah, there was a SNES. I didn't know there was a SNES version until emulation. It was US only in 1994. Bonkers. Anyway, now before we get started here, this did come with a book. This came with a little fan book. Now, hold on, give me a sec. We've got a bunch of links here, so... take these off for a sec. So, if you bought the Steam version, you can you can get like an Operation Night Strikers book, which is, and it says this is the same that comes with the limited edition of Operation Night Strikers. No, this is actually a slightly different book. What they should have said was the one on Steam is the same as the one with the Japanese limited edition of Operation Night Strikers, because that PDF is entirely in Japanese. This little fan book, though, it's got most of the same stuff and some stuff that isn't in the PDF version, but it's also different. There's we'll be reading from the interview with the Night Striker guys. They have some interview with the development staff, Deacon Theed, and they show them the European version. They basically had completely forgot that it existed, and they were like, what the fuck is this? This is horrible. Why would you do this? This version's just more complicated than that Wonder Boy lineage, yep. So, right, okay. So this little book, this little fan book, is what I'm actually about to read to it from. I'm about to read from it to you, because let me. I've got like a little reading light that'll help me out. So at the back, they've got Wolf Talk interview. The following is an interview with Hisakazu Kato, the director of Operation Wolf. It was conducted by retro gamer journalist Martin Carroll, August 15th, 2025. Oh, the game volume is slightly drowning me out. Okay, I can do that. Wolf Talk! So, this is like 1, 2... It's about 6 half pages, so we can read this before we get started. What led you to join Taito? When I was job hunting, there was a listing for Sega on my university's job boards, but it was only for service personnel, and I wanted to develop games. So I decided to apply to Namco and Taito directly, taking the entrance exams for both. In the end, I decided to go with Taito because my experience with their HR staff during the first round of exams was so positive, which left a strong impression on me. I ended up skipping Namco's second round of exams. Obviously, he wasn't impressed with the robot receptionist. Following that, during the actual job interview with Taito, the HR person laughed when I told them I didn't know about Space Invaders, but I did used to play Atari's Asteroids a lot. Even though I didn't have any technical skills, I said I wanted to do development, so they asked if I would be okay with working at Pacific Manufacturing, a subsidiary of Taito, instead of Taito itself. I said yes, and they hired me. This is like the alternate universe where Takanobu Mitsuyoshi ends up at Konami instead. The Taito human touch. Next question. What was your job when you first joined the company? It was right after the release of Space Invaders that I joined Pacific Manufacturing's development department, led by Tomohiro Nishikado. They were the ones responsible for development and production rather than Taito itself. We did everything by hand, including hardware design, software development, assembling development tools, and maintenance. So my profession was game developer. We hand-assembled machine code for the Z80 8080, manually inputting hexadecimal machine code into homemade development tools. Debugging was done by jumping to different memory locations using jump instructions and making corrections there. Later on, we started using development tools based on CP/M. Hardware design was naturally done without using CAD, instead using a drafting machine for circuit design. This is like a little story time, isn't it? What projects were you involved in up until Operation Wolf? While at Pacific Manufacturing, lateral central R&D, I was involved in the software development for Astrozone and Tri-Attacker. Those are games I've never heard of. He worked for that deep engineering department. Yep, that's the case. I was also assisting with hardware development for the SJ system, software development for Space Cruiser, and mass production support for various SJ system games. After moving to the Osaka R&D office, I initially worked as a hardware engineer on Buggy Challenge and Wyvern FO. However, it was determined that working alone on hardware development was inefficient, so I shifted focus to software, working on Kick and Run before moving on to the development of Operation Wolf. By this time, software development was being done using HP workstations. Yep, they're moving up in the world. Yeah, CPM, when they're talking about that, it sounds like he was working in the late 70s, so they were, I don't think it was around 86, 87. Sounds like they were on HD workstations by then. Please tell us how the Operation Wolf project got started. The new hardware allowed a much greater number of sprites on screen compared to the previous hardware, allowing for the creation of large characters. Taking advantage of this feature, the game designer created a game concept with a sense of realism that had not been seen before. The programming work for the project was handled by Osaka R&D. At the time, the programmers at Osaka R&D were busy with a different driving game, so when the development started, I was working on it alone for about 3 to 4 months, and later received support from another new staff member to complete it. I wonder if the racing game is full throttle. It could be, because they would have released around the same time, as we'll see in a minute. How were you involved in the development of Operation Wolf? As mentioned above, I worked on it as a programmer, but at that time, programmers didn't really listen to the planners, game designers, and would add their own specifications and have the artists create new characters as they saw fit while developing the game. That's really good. It's just like, fuck you, I'll do it myself. When testing the game with the gun controller, the vibration felt good, but it put a strain on my hands, making coding on the keyboard difficult afterwards. When firing, the screen flashes white to detect the scan lines, but the whole screen proved to be too much of a strain on the eyes and caused issues with alignment, so he adjusted it with a blue tint to find the best colour. The character animations are moving as instructed, but how they were displayed, the timing they appear, and the combinations of characters were all adjusted in development. I've worked on numerous other games besides Operation Wolf, but I was fortunate in that I started working on it alone, which allowed me to put a lot of effort into the enemy control system and other aspects, giving me some leeway in the work. This allowed me to spend a significant amount of time on the final balancing. I think the overall quality of the game is thanks to that. Back then, the arse didn't know what the elbow was doing, the more things change, huh? Was the team influenced by any action movies in particular? Oh well, this is pretty obvious. From the initial draft, I think the movie Commando had a strong influence on the game designer, but in terms of worldview, I think it's more like Rambo, so he probably had both in mind. Why did you decide to use such large, realistic enemy sprites compared to other shooting gallery type games? In traditional shooting gallery style gun games, the focus is on accuracy, and the gameplay is straightforward. However, in Operation Wolf, we sought to create a sense of realism that would give players a real adrenaline rush. So rather than simply focusing on accurate shooting, we looked to create the exhilaration of using a real machine gun to cut a swath through the enemies. We also aimed to create a sense of immersion, like being part of a movie, with realistic large characters in the style of American comics, rather than comical characters. We aimed to create a game that prioritizes tension and immersion. Were you inspired by any action movies? Yes. Which ones? All of them. Additionally, I think the bombs that can be used when you're in trouble are a new feature not seen in the genre before then. Even the machine gun's rapid fire, whilst the basic specification was simply to have a continuous firing, we added features to enhance gameplay, such as needing to pause to reload when the magazine runs out, and requiring the player to release the trigger before switching to a new magazine. These could be toggled via dip switch settings. Take a shot, good. Additionally, the civilian characters, who you're meant to avoid shooting, were initially very difficult to distinguish from enemies, so we requested the character designer to make them clearly identifiable as off-limits, which is how we ended up with characters like the bikini-clad woman. We'll be seeing her, don't worry. Oh, Switch is going to sleep. Did the large sprites cause any problems for the designers? What do you mean we've seen the Delta Force? The game designer was also an artist who is well versed in American comic style characters. He drew the main characters and images used in the interludes. He was taught the other artists how to apply American comic style shadows and muscle tone, but since the art style was so different from the small comical characters they had been drawing up to that point, it seems to have been tough going. Additionally, we developed a dedicated tool for character creation at Taito, enabling automatic conversion of multiple OBJ files into data formats compatible with our various system boards. The tool also allowed for animation previews, so once the artists had the art style down pat, there were no further issues. The tool's interface featured an arcade game-like joystick and numerous buttons assigned to various functions. It was a thing of wonder when they got up to speed with the pixel art on that machine. The easy way to distinguish hostiles from friendly targets is to make all the bad guys wear sunglasses or balaclavas. True. The character design in Operation Wolf seems heavily influenced by American comics. Was this because the game was aimed at overseas markets? Who decided on the visual direction? Was it someone on the team or an order from management? Conventional games tended to feature comical characters due to limitations in expression, but now that the hardware allows for larger characters to be expressed, I think the character designs became comic book style as a result of the preferences of the planning staff and the desire for realistic expression. In a previous game, the characters were comical and cute, but overseas sales staff complained that such characters would not suit overseas, so it cannot be denied that we were conscious of the overseas market. Which gives you alcohol poisoning more, taking a shot for that or a shot for every time? That's translated as it can't be helped. Okay, my favourite translation of that is in Symphony of the Night. At one point Maria says, "Well, there's nothing for it." Love that one. Shit, where did I get to? There we go. Ooh, this is a good one. Overseas department. Westerners hate cute. Is true. The level of violence and the body count was criticised in some countries. Were you conscious that the team was pushing the boundaries of what was acceptable in video games at the time? At the time, we weren't too concerned about pushing any limits, so much as being focused on providing the players, who were paying to play at the arcades, with enjoyment. Regarding overseas reactions after release, there may have been reports from overseas sales to upper management, but I don't think detailed information reached the development team unless there were requests for revisions. The original Japanese version let players select which stages they play, but it was a fixed path in the overseas version. Why was this change made? The original plan was to have a strategic element where players could choose stages with the addition of random events to keep them entertained. However, when balancing the game for the international markets, the overseas sales staff advised us that stage selection would not go down well with those players, so we should pick the order of stages. As a result, only the Japanese version was released with that feature. At the time, most developers were unaware of overseas trends and preferences, so the overseas sales staff advice was taken as gospel. Shot for every worldview is a drinking game, shot for every it can't be helped is a suicide pact. Studies show American gamers will only play a game if the flyer or box art depicts characters and abominations that spit in the face of God. Westerners need streamlining for that sweet profits. Where was I? Having them take the overseas staff advice as gospel is really funny though. That's good. Can you tell us about the endings? If you do well, the US president gives you a medal. If you do poorly, he yells at you. In arcade games, there are two patterns: successfully finishing the game or failing to do so. If the player fails, it's natural that you encourage them to play again, otherwise the game will not generate income. Aha! Therefore, you need to clearly impress on the player that they failed. I think it's natural to have multiple endings for a game, which is based on skill, rather than a movie which always ends the same. Operation Profits. Yeah, he is actually the president. Was the plan to always use a real optical light gun, or did you consider a gun as lever, as used in Operation Thunderbolt? From the initial planning stages of Operation Wolf, we were intending to release a conversion kit for the previously released NY Captor and Cycle Shooting, so the same light gun system was adopted. Operation Thunderbolt is a two-player game, so there was no need to consider such a conversion, and we believed analog controls would be easier to balance as a unique system was used. That's true. Operation Thunderbolt basically disguises the guns as like joysticks. And I believe that's also used for Operation Wolf 3. Was the decision to use a large arcade cabinet and machine gun designed to compete in the arcades with Sega's Taycan games. I think they're like the big cabs like Afterburner and so on. As mentioned above, this is a product designed with conversion from older game cabinets in mind, but it focuses primarily on the exhilaration of firing a realistic machine gun with a vibration mechanism, combined with the game's immersive feel, featuring large comic book style characters. So we didn't give Sega's games any special consideration. Hi Water, I'm glad that you've got better internet. Hi. We're reading from the Operation Night Strikers fan book, an interview with Hisakazu Kato, director of Operation Wolf. We didn't give Sega a second thought. Brutal. How did the team that feel about all the games that copied Operation Wolf once it became a big hit? It has long been common in the game industry to take inspiration from other games or systems, and then build upon them with original ideas to evolve into something new. In that sense, I think it is natural for similar games to appear. What's a Sega? Dunno. Did you have anything to do with any of the home console conversions? At the time, the arcade development teams and the console development teams were basically separate departments, so the arcade team rarely had any direct involvement in the ports. Although there was some sharing of development materials and inquiries about certain specifications, our focus was developing for the arcade, so porting to home consoles was mostly left to the console team. How happy are you that the game still has a big following and is being re-released on Operation Night Strikers? I'm hugely grateful that there are still fans out there. At the time, arcade game development was mainly carried out by small teams over short periods of time, and the developers were deeply immersed in the games, putting a lot of thought and reason and passion into them, with the aim of creating something that they themselves could enjoy. As a result, in Operation Wolf, enemies don't appear in predetermined patterns defined in a table, but incorporate random elements. As a developer, nothing would make me happier than fans of the game coming back and finding a nostalgic and fun experience. I sincerely hope that you will find it enjoyable. Anyway, so yeah, that's that apparently is not in the Japanese book that came with Operation Night Strikers. But it's got other things, like it's got, it has the sheet music for Urban Trail, and something about one of the games having a theme park ride based on it. I don't even know what that's about. Anyway, so that's enough rambling. Let's take a look at some flyers. Okay, hang on. Okay, right. So here's the original flyer. There's our hero, Roy Adams, Green Beret. Finally, I can play Urban Trail on that Deltarune piano. So, like, this is like a 2-page spread. This is the Japanese flyer, of course, and there's the cabinet. Help! Help! Hurry up! Hurry up! Uzi submachine gun. Caliber 9mm Luger, full and semi-automatic. 3-aught magazine with 30-round magazine with grenade launcher. There's the cabinet that no doubt you've seen. There's also the US flyer. Thrilling commando action from Taito. They just say it. Authentic gun action. Your accurately detailed automatic weapon actually recoils when fired. Extra firepower. On the front of your weapon is a button that launches mortar rockets for explosive results. Oversized characters. Non-stop action is enhanced by the realistic scale of the characters on the screen. 6 terrorist strongholds. The player must invade 5 different camps to rescue hostages and then fly to freedom from the enemy airport. Game starts by inserting coins and pressing the start button. Continuous firing can be made by holding the trigger. Mortar rockets can be launched by pressing the button on the side of the gun. Uh-oh, somebody didn't get the memo. After finishing the opening scene, 6 screens appear. Select one of the screens by shooting it to start the game. Yep, that describes the Japanese game mechanics, not the not the way the Western game works. If one hostage at least can have been rescued when clearing all scenes, the player can challenge the next round. If this scene is cleared, the hostages appear from the edge of the screen or barracks and cross the screen. If the player lets them cross without hitting them, one hostage is rescued. Sometimes a knife-carrying enemy goes after a hostage. If the player cannot hit this enemy, the hostage is killed. Game ends when all the hostages have been killed, even if this scene is cleared. Extra care must be taken for this. Gotta rescue them all. I didn't actually know anyone called 9mm Parabellum 9mm Luger. Wow, today I learned. Good. And there's also this UK flyer. What do you mean we changed it? No one told me. That's not gospel. Good. Oh, look at this. Full Throttle. Coming to Arcade Archives this week. And there's Operation Wolf. The gun we waited for. New upright cabinet with fixed machine gun and 20-inch dig monitor. There are 6 different stages: army base, jungle, native village, arms depot, point, hostages prison, and port. Game is full of war story. Eliminating enemy soldiers and clear each stage. Then release hostages from prison and save by plane. Enemy characters are zoomed up at random, and automatic battle scenes developed on TV screen. Game is full of war story. So true. Yeah, and this is your game for this week. Incredibly hot jams in that one. So let's actually play a game now. So what's nice is it has a little description in the top left when you select the different versions. A light gun shooting game that became even more popular in America than in Japan. In the overseas release, stage progression is predetermined. While the random nature of enemy appearance in the original game resulted in a high level of difficulty, this remixed game mode allows for more casual play. The exciting new driving piece. So, we've played the Japanese version on this stream before. So what we'll do is we'll do the US version first. Now, you've got a couple of control options, and we're using the gyro.
Operation Wolf.
So yeah, about that bit about, oh, we might have been inspired by Commando. Well, yeah, that gear up scene is just Commando. They just did a Commando. Rescue hostages, don't kill me. There's a bikini lady. And there's the nurses. Their hats have a H on them now. The gearing up sequence is one of my favourite GIFs. Not to decrease bullet. I like that it says items and then comment. Yeah, so let's just quickly demonstrate the control options. So you can have the gyro off and play with the dual controller grip. You can also play with a mouse if you want. Yeah, there is a mouse setting, although we'll only be using that for one game for reasons that will become apparent. But when you've got the gyro, you can press the Y button to reset it and put it in the center of the screen. So you got a decent amount of control options. You can adjust mouse sensitivity and all sorts of things. You've also got like little achievements, which presumably were done for the Steam version, but they're also here. You've got the shot triggers gadgets, which display stage info and things like the rank, music info, info that will be helpful to you. And of course, you've got a bunch of screen options. I don't know what this is. I don't know what screen boundary effect means. I can't quite figure out what it does. There's also cabinet sounds, which I can't hear myself. And of course, you got a bunch of dip switch settings as well. You can even change the style. The cabinet, the fixed light gun version is slightly harder. Does the border flash when you go? I don't know. Maybe it might be that. It might be that. So, when we get started, let me know how the sound balance is.
Operation initiated.
It's probably a bit quiet at the moment. Cut off the enemy's communications and keep them from increasing. Oh, yeah, I hear it now. Yeah, you can hear the clack of the gun. Oh, that's good. So this game is probably loud. This game is probably loud as fuck. So yeah, this is Operation Wolf. It's a shooting gallery game. You move slowly from left to right, sometimes right to left. And you shoot everything on screen. And this game gets really tough. We play as Commando Roy Adams. Where does this mission take place? It is unclear. Legally, Taito are not allowed to say that it takes place in South America, which is what is implied by the original intro to Operation Thunderbolt, which has been removed from this release. We'll get to it. I can't believe they went to the trouble of adding cabinet noises. That's really good. Okay, clear this scene.
You succeeded in demolishing the communication setup, cutting off the enemy from rescue.
Well, they've been cut off from rescue. Oh, yeah, I hear it now. Oh, that's good. That's really funny. Anyway, the chicken. So this also keeps track of what your current rank is, which is, you know, the game gets more difficult the longer you survive, and this game gets nutty. Make sure to shoot the chickens, that's important. A few rocket bombs left. Now, I don't think this Switch version is compatible with the USB Cyber Stick, but the PC version is, if you're interested in it. Oh my god, there's so much shit happening. Sorry, I gotta catch up with chat. This game has a lot of the same trappings of most early left to right, blah blah blah. There's very little, yeah, I think it does try its best to sort of let you know when an enemy's about to, fuck, sorry miss. Sorry about that, didn't mean to.
The location of the concentration camp was sweated out of the enemy.
I love that. Sweated out of the enemy. When the enemy's about to fire is what I was supposed to say. They sorry, miss. They like flash briefly. But yeah, I can see what you mean about a lack of feedback. I can understand it. I think some games definitely do it worse. Most American developed light gun games are fucking terrible. Oh god.
You have sustained a lethal injury. Sorry, but you are finished. Here.
He said the thing. Kill all enemies and take a rest. Can do. Also, what's nice is this gives you, like, the gadgets give you the total amount of bullets you have, not just the ones left in your magazine, so you have a better idea of just how much ammo you've got to work with. I'm gonna get me 10,000. There's only one helicopter left. Yeah! Beastbusters 1. Yeah, oh god, it looks so good. I'm a big fan of Beastbusters. And it yeah, it's pretty brutal.
The village is freed and recovered from damages.
You shouldn't smoke, Roy. Powder magazine, ammunition. Yeah, I love you know, that interview did mention that it was like American comic book inspired, and like I totally see it now. Like, that makes so much sense. And this kind of, I don't know whether anyone else feels this way, but like a lot of like late 80s, early 90s Taito games that have a realistic look, you know, sort of take their cues from Operation Thunderbolt. And it makes a lot of sense that they'd be inspired by American comic books. Oh, no!
Since you have no ammunition left,
I have one bullet.
You must join the hostages.
Oh, I've played Beastbusters Second Nightmare like briefly in a real arcade. That game is so fun. We'll get that Hyper Neo Geo emulation there someday. You deserve a promotion. Achievement unlocked. Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh my god.
You have sustained a lethal injury. Sorry, but you are finished. Here.
Oh, there's even a button, for, a noise for pressing the start button. Oh, that's cool. The amount of damage you take is just crazy. Oh my god. There's only 6 choppers left, I can do it. Okay, we recovered a bit of health. We're still fucked. Yes! We win! We blew it all up.
raid on the powder magazine was successful. You have a new supply of ammunition.
You are finished. Here, Nick.
Help!
Okay, let's see if we can get all 5 hostages this time. Big Bear's Cave. Have you ever seen the second Nightmare Cab that has the
You are finished.
marquee that says Hyper Tommy Gun 64? Because that's pretty great. Big fan of that. There are 5 hostages. Help them. And this is basically like the camp scene from Commando. The body count is about right. No, I got the knife guy. I think we got it. I won't abandon my comrades. Achievements unlocked. Oh, no. Not like this, not like this. No, I've won. You can't. There's nothing you can do. Anyone else? Anyone? There you are. Whew, okay. These army men are on the go.
Success in freeing the hostages.
Sadly, they don't list a composer for these songs, so it's just listed as Taito. Accident. Million billion helicopters show up to fuck me over. What else is new? Rescue the hostages in the airplane and get away. Oh, we are so dead. There's no way. Not this first try. Oh no! Off to heaven he goes. Yeah, that's about what I thought.
You have sustained a lethal injury. Sorry, but you are finished. Here.
You know what's weird? The PC Engine apparently has co-op play, which I didn't realise. No, don't you stab him. Roving bike gangs, a common problem in Operation Wolf. So is that all of them? That should be, right? I'm pretty sure it is. So we can cut loose. No, I need more physical strength. Was close.
You have sustained a lethal injury.
Oh, Noisy Takaki.
You are
Masahiko Takaki. Thank you. Good to know. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, well, he's dead. Oh, my God. And he's ready to deal with a bike company. Got to be having got so many.
Injury. Sorry, but you are finished.
Yeah, just making sure that we got this doesn't have rewind, but it does have save states. We might have to use them on this last stage because it gets pretty silly. I'm determined to bring home all 5 hostages. I know I can do it. Oops, well, that's off to a bad start. Oh, God. Yeah, I imagine the randomness of the enemy appearances is kind of what's going to screw you. Oh, okay. Thanks for that, Electric Boogaloo.
Sorry, but you are finished. Here.
I'm glad we have people who know. Hi, Marjorie and Luca. Yeah, we're actually just playing the Operation games today, not Night Striker. That's next week. Maybe we just save 1 hostage. Maybe that's what happens because they're so slow. What is it that keeps doing all the damage, though? I just get murdered. Woof. Okay.
You have sustained a lethal injury. Sorry, but you are finished.
He's picking his nose.
Here.
We may be here for some time. Whoops, sorry. Or should we just get the bad ending? Because we haven't seen the bad ending. No, we want to get the good. Why would we intentionally kill the hostages? It's so unlike us. Wait, why is there a timer? Oh, the submachine. I thought I was running out of time somehow. I was like, wait, that's not the mechanic in this game. Okay, I think this one's in the bag, right? It has to be. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Sorry, but you are finished.
Grinding out the good ending in every version of Operation Wolf and Thunderbolt. Yeah. Okay, no. I will say we're probably not going to beat the ports of Operation Wolf. For reasons that will be... Fuck me. That will become apparent. Don't worry. You'll figure it out. Okay, well, we saved at least 1 hostage. That's fine. Sorry. Good thing we have that P. It stands for power. Oh, no. I'm determined to make this not a Wahoo stream. Also, the rank is 38 plus 13. Okay, so like it increases as we go through the stage, I see. Wait, hold on. Okay. I was wondering if it increased every time we saved a hostage. That'd be really fun. Oops, sorry. Oh, it increases when you kill a hostage. Interesting. There's no fucking way, not this time.
You have sustained a lethal injury.
I know, punishment. Ah, it's rough. Oh, shit, I forgot to change the game name. Hang on. Ah. Yeah, it's definitely the roving bike gangs that do like the most damage. Sorry. Sorry, my dude. If you destroy any subparts on a boss, the rank explodes. Interesting. Oh, thank you. So that confirms Shizuo Aizawa as composer for Operation Wolf as well as Thunderbolt. Okay. I don't know why they didn't list who did it then. Don't mind me, I'm not doing anything. That just seems like it's pretty good. I guess you have to get lucky with
You have sustained a lethal injury. Sorry,
with items as
you
well.
are finished. Here.
We'll plug away at it. We can keep going. Do it on a final boss and the rank increases by over 100. Oh my god. Wow. And as you may have noticed, this gets rid of all of the flashing, which is, yeah, for the best. Like, it's not even as an option. Like, it's just not. Considering how frequently this game would flash, that's probably for the best. Oh, there's no fucking way. Let's see how that load was. Could this be it? Could this be the run? Oh, could be. This could be it. Feeling pretty good about this. There's still 9 helicopters, but I'm not too worried. Should be. Oh no! I'm completely with you. I prefer to have like proper crediting over anyone who works on a video game, really. But I can understand wanting composers to get the credit they are due. The main issue is there's just so many helicopters left after this. We still have 11 to go. That seems like a lot. Push the gun in every direction as fast as possible.
Sorry.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oops, sorry. On the one hand, we could give up and just play the easy Japanese version. You know, just to show that off. But what about my gamer pride? No, I get you. Like, yeah, if that's like where your area of expertise is, then I get you. Okay. I just need to not get shot at all, it seems. Okay, you know, I'm going to use this time as an experiment. I'm going to see what really gets the damage high. It seems like it's the bike hits. They seem to be the worst of it. I always like that there's often like a random vehicle noise. The thing is, it's actually smooth sailing once we've done this one. Because Operation Thunderbolt mostly lets you continue where you stand. There will be some slight issues later in the game. The main issue seems to be if the bike gang shows up with literally and the hostage is on the same screen at the same time. That really fucks us up.
Sorry, but you are finished. Here.
Favorite example, Vampire Knight. The only confirmed staff, the project supervisor, localization overseer, and a broad project support role. All the other known credits, all marketing and public relations folks. Wow. Oh, that's rough. Oops. Oh. It was only God that stopped those bullets hitting that guy. Oh, fuck. Well, there we go. Ah, jeez. The damage just piles up. There's not much you can do about it. Rough out there. Okay. We'll have a few more shots at this. We have done this before, so it's not entirely necessary that we beat it here. I would like to, for my gamer pride. This is less. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to. Those armored personnel carriers are kind of rough as well. There's so many shots. No, that was.
You have sustained a lethal injury. Sorry, but you.
Oh yeah, Vampire Knight's pretty great.
Here.
I like Ninja Assault as well. Although the PS2 version should have kept the original dub. Fuck. Sorry, you keep getting in the way of my bullets. Yeah, I mean, it does seem you are a little at the mercy of the RNG here, mostly because of the items. Having the submachine gun up here is very helpful. I think we're getting somewhere. Nah, this isn't it. There's no way. Ah!
You have sustained a lethal injury. Sorry, but you are finished. Here.
One more try. We spent like 6,000 bullets trying to make this happen. Oops, sorry. Well, we're doing at least one hostage home. Good enough, right? President's still gonna give me a medal? Yeah? Okay, could this be it? Could this be it? Let's make a save. This could be it. This could be the one. Absolutely no fucking way. I don't think I've got enough health there. I'll try one more. there's only one. Oh, shit. This is actually the final boss, technically. Okay. Can we beat it without any health? It is theoretically possible. Warning, the final helicopter. No! It's right there! Oh my god. Okay, we can do it. We can totally do it. We just need to shoot. It's so easy. We can totally do it. Yeah, we just have 1 HP remaining. That's all we need. Okay, so let's save here. No, it's totally doable. No, I can do it. I can do it. Does it shoot at me as well? Is there no... I don't think... Okay, maybe there is no hope. Yeah, it does shoot at me as well. Maybe. Maybe there's just barely enough time to do it. It could be. This could be possible. No, I don't think there is. Unless, like, maybe we save the rocket when it starts shooting at us. No, I don't think that's gonna stop it. Okay, one more try. I'm still mad we didn't get PS3 Galaxian 3. That should, in theory... Oh, it's like... Yeah, I mean, they did get that realism they wanted. Because you do have to lead your shots. Unfortunately, we have to get there with more than 1 HT, and that shit's not happening. Nope, absolutely not. Graves, too much realism. Okay. Okay, we can do it with 2. We can absolutely do it with 2. No! There was 1 left. Okay, right. Much as it pains me, we must surrender our gamer pride on that one. So let's show off the easy version. There's the rattling I crave.
Operation initiated.
So now we get to pick
with the gun.
Make the selection with the gun. Let's sweat it out to the enemy. Oh yeah, we do have twice as much health. Nice. Oh, we're in obstruction. Hang on. No. We don't want this. Reset. No, they made this specifically for this collection. There's easy versions for both this and Operation Thunderbolt, and also Space Gun.
Operation initiated.
Oh, I ran out of time. Oh, okay, yeah, that
Make your selection with the gun.
So, is it the... It's the jungle, yeah? Yeah, this is intelligence. There we go. Oops, nearly. What are you doing on a war zone, kid? It's not the best place for you to be, honestly. Make your selection with the gun. Not heard in US arcades ever. So what we'll do here is we'll show off the worst ending. You've all seen Splendid, You Are a Real Pro enough, right? We need to get the dog shit in there. But yeah, I can see what they mean with like the random enemies makes it more dynamic again. Warning! Got him. But we didn't kill her this time. Okay, cleared the scene.
The location of the concentration camp was sweated out of the enemy. Make your selection with the gun.
Oh yeah, you can't play this specific game, this version with the choices in English because no version exists.
Thank you.
In English for this.
Help! Thank you.
Well, this is a lot less chaotic already.
Help! Thank you.
I like the guy who slides in and then he eats shit on his way out. It's good.
Thank you.
Pretty sure that's all the hostages, so we can just go handle save as many rocket bullets as you can. Let's see. Yeah, especially for 87. Roy's just looking up slightly. And yes, all eagles actually hold bullets. Little known fact.
Success in freeing the hostages. Make your selection with the gun.
Yeah, the big grin and overemphasized waving on that lady is pretty great.
Warning, the enemy has located you.
They've located me. No. But this whole thing was so covert before. How many people did we kill? Don't worry about it. Oh no! They... Because we didn't do the earlier stages, there's more enemies now, but that's okay. This will still be a much easier time. Yeah, I mean, in theory, it'll be an easier time. I also kind of like how sort of dynamically this scene is staged. You know, you're essentially chasing after the chopper to get the hell out of here, and it slowly increases in speed. Pretty ambitious for a game of this age. Yeah, this is much... Just having more health makes this a lot easier. I am a giant. Sorry. Sorry, everyone. And not having gigantic gangs of biker soldiers is much better. We forgive you, not getting shot from everywhere helps. Yeah, that's true. There's still like 10 helicopters waiting for me right at the end. If only I'd gotten rid of the reinforcements. You know, the final helicopter. And yeah, it displays their health in the corner. Really helpful. Okay, there we go.
Successful getaway.
We saved 5 hostages. What does the president have to say about this?
Not very satisfactory. But you can have another chance.
He's like, nah, not very satisfactory. Challenge next operation.
Operation initiated.
So yeah, that's unique to the Japanese version. If you only clear, like, if you only clear the intelligence stage and then go straight to the rescue and the escape, then you get less of a bonus. If you do 1 or 2 of the others, then you get a slightly better evaluation. But if you do all the areas, he tells you you are a real pro, which is the ending that you always get. As long as you rescue all the as long as you rescue at least 1 hostage in the international version. Yeah, it's the let cow go option, yeah. Yeah, hang on, let me... So, yeah, the TCRF page has the other ones. And, again, they're also in English. But that's enough for the arcade version. Now, I tell you what, we'll just take a quick break, because I've got to switch some shit around. We'll be right back, folks. Yeah, make sure that you watch that video, by the way, it's very important. This is Operation Wolf, you see. So, before we move on to the home port... What? Hold on. This is important. I must have grabbed the wrong link. Never mind. Here it is. This is Operation Wolf. Oh, I think I see what happened. I copied the wrong link. Oh, yeah, I copied... I missed a digit. That's what I did. There we go. Problem solved. This really is Operation Wolf's Crew. So, before we get on to the home versions, let me show you my home version. Yeah, there we go. The ZX Spectrum version, baby. From Taito. Presented by Ocean. The world's #1 arcade game. I think that's what that says. Well, sadly we're not going to actually play this one. But I'm going to show you the box. There it is, that's what it looks like. Just like the arcade. The #1 arcade game of 1988 is recreated perfectly. 6 levels of thrilling coin-op action are brought to life on your home micro. Without fast and accurate shooting skills, you will never complete your mission, which takes you through steaming jungles and enemy strongholds as you attempt to liberate the prisoners and secure a safe getaway. With all the original arcade play features, magazines, reloads, energy bottles, hidden supplies, rocket grenades, and much, much more. Exactly, it has to be true. And they're using actual screenshots. No mention of any aspect of the game being smart, 0 out of 10, you're right. Okay, well that's... So, what we're looking at next is the Famicom version of the game, which has this cover. Make a note of this, it will be important later. Not much on the back of the box, just a few screenshots. Now, this is where it gets a bit weird. This doesn't support the gyro. What it has, it's got mouse support instead. I'm assuming this is because of the way the zapper works, maybe? But it's not ideal for reasons we are about to find out together. So, this kind of snaps your cursor to a grid. And it feels awful. I'm using my USB mouse. I'm not sure whether it's just my mouse being like not suitable or whatever. But like it's sort of, we're sort of stuck on a grid here, and it just feels horrible. Like you can't really line up your shots properly. It's really awkward. You can only move. It feels like you can only move in like cardinal directions. I don't know what the fuck this is, but it's, I assume it's because like the zapper could only hit like particular parts of the screen, maybe. It just does not feel good. And I've run out of. Oh no! I've got some. So we're not getting far in this version at all. Will it seem a lot stingier in this version? NES noises certainly are happening. They shrunk all the men! So we'll have one more try with this. Oh! Operation Wolf NES registers the zapper in a possibly very fucking weird way. Ah, that would explain a lot. Yeah, that's probably why, then. Fortunately, this version does take out all the flashing at least. We have that going for us. I would like to clear at least one level in this. But I would not recommend the mouse for this version. You are better off taking your chances with playing with a cursor, which we'll do with Operation Wolf on the NES. Because it's got both the Famicom and the NES version. It's got most of the arcade action, sort of. It's trying its best. But you're not going to get those big, lovely, detailed sprites here, unfortunately. It's only a NES. It's doing what it can. Ooh. It kept, like, some of the animations, like, destroying the ass. It's trying. Delicious pea drink. Don't clip that out of context, please. Yeah, the zapper does need to flash the screen black. Yeah, like, I think it's, if I remember right, like it flashes it black, then white for each individual target, and then flashes black again to sort of prevent people from cheating. See if we can at least sweat the information out the enemy. Restriction of the hardware and gun tech for sure. Hostage's face equals the face of a man who bought Operation Wolf on the NES. You know what the funniest part is? This was on the Wii Virtual Console. Can you believe that? They're like, yeah, put it on Wii. Why not? Hey, you know what the ZX Spectrum version had? It had big sprites. Take that, Nintendo. No. I also imagine that's why the items have to be like large boxes now. They kept the pig. Oh well. Sorry, little Timmy. Oh no, we're out of ammo. Okay, now that I've demonstrated how the mouse works, let's I'm gonna get my mouse back and we're gonna switch to the NES version and see if we have any joy there. Bear with. Yeah, works in large quotation marks. There we go. So let's move over to the NES version. This was Taito internal? Oof. Or how about the US box? The time has come for someone to teach the terrorists what terror is all about. The only way to stop them is to get in, strike hard, and get out fast. Terrorists be warned, Operation Wolf is coming. The world's #1 arcade game. I love this. Actual Nintendo Entertainment System screen shown. Unfortunately, the scan on game FAQs is really bad. Get briefed on the 6 missions you must fight through. No, it's very difficult to do. Make it to the airport and get the prisoners out alive. This is not like US Gold style screenshots yet. So let's try our luck with the with just the cursor. Press select to adjust. Let's have it in medium. Oh no! Oh no! It's got gotcha. Oh god, that's right. Gotcha has like loads of lore about it. I will put that on the to-do list. Thank you for that. Okay. Let's see how we get on here. So yeah, the NES version also reverts to the linear path of the don't let them call for help. So what is shot? Got it. Yeah, it turns out it's just as hard to play with a controller. Who'd have thought it? Fortunately, we should have much more help, much more luck with the with Operation Thunderbolt and the next port. Also, the magazine appears to be smaller than the arcade default. Seems a little mean. I like to just hold the shoot button. I know nothing of preserving ammo. Not hostages, prisoners. Hold on, let me... I say this as a depraved rail shooter fan who does and will play rail shooters with a joystick or D-pad because he needs the fix. It is a fate I would not wish on my worst enemy and cannot unrecommend it enough. Don't do what I do. Sometimes needs must. Sometimes you're like, no, I have to play Operation Wolf on the NES. I don't have a zapper, but I must. I am charmed by the sound effects that they make when they get shot. It's like like a very quiet cat mewing. Rented SNES Lethal Enforcers. The stage 2 boss is an enormous issue without the gun. Yeah, that tracks. Sometimes I have to play Operation Wolf on the NES, thoughts stunk by the truly insane and or truly enlightened. We'll never know which. Oh, I'm glad Lynn's here to bless us. Speaking of stream redeems, new navigator is inbound, should be ready for next week. They're already somewhat of an unofficial mascot for the stream, so please look forward. Oh, I got nothing. Oh, was it Haruka? I thought... Sorry, I only saw it in the corner of my eye. I put multiple Harukas in there, because of course I did. No, I'm glad Haruka's here to bless us. She's good. Oh, it's even got the low health warning. Good. Oh, no, sorry. Didn't mean to shoot you. Honest. We've only got... How many? Jesus, how many soldiers? We can shoot that many without dying, right? Probably. Yeah, the way the cursor moves is very kind of stuck on a grid as well, so it's no wonder that the mouse controls ain't great. Thank you. I would like ammunition, thank you. This'll do. And if you want to drop any power drink, that'd be great. Just peachy. Oops. Yep, that's us whiting out. No more bullets. Or my rare Harukas. Mini reviews dump. Ah, fuck. The reader said it's fun even with the controller. Oof. I don't know about that. I've tried to play point blank with a controller. That is not fun. Do we want to play more of NES Operation Wolf? Not really. Can we skip? Because the next game does support gyro controls. It's the Master System version, released in Europe in 1990. Wait, hang on. Have I seen this artwork before? Huh? Eh? Nah, it must just be my imagination. This is definitely art for Operation Wolf. And here's the back of a European Master System game, by the way. A coup d'etat in Cherigo gave birth to the political leadership of the Communist Wait, what? Huh? Hold on. This has escalated somewhat. The political leadership of the Communist Party. The new president of Cherigo has already sent the ex-president, who is pro-Crimean, and the Crimean embassy staff into a concentration camp. Now it is your turn to go on stage. You have just landed all alone on Cherigo, parachuting down into the country. Can you help the hostages escape unhurt from Cherigo? Levels 4, rounds 6. So this is light phaser compatible or pad compatible. For our purposes, that means we can use the gyro again. I'll do it, but I wouldn't recommend anyone else try it unless they're on my particular level of rail shooter brain rot terminal. Bless you. So yeah, this was I believe this is Europe exclusive. I'm not sure who developed this version though. I know the PC Engine version was done by iSystem Tokyo. It's got the intro! Well, at least frames of it. Close enough. Yeah, good enough. Oh, wait, hold on. Really important. Oh, yeah, they actually do that in the game itself. In the arcade version, it specifically says concentration camp. But this is the first Master System game we've played on stream, so you know what that means.
Mickey Mama debut!
Taito themselves, interesting. Well, they did support the Master System pretty heavily. There's like ports of Rastan, there's Bubble Bobble, both Chase HQ games. Minky jump scare. Minky Momo is always a threat, you should know this. Cut off the enemy communications, don't let them call for help. And Space Gun, yep. Weirdly, it didn't get Operation Thunderbolt, but it did get Space Gun. So main thing with this one is that it doesn't have automatic firing, which makes sense because that's probably how the gun works. So you do have to mash the button a lot. Because the and I'm pretty sure this is the same with the NES version. You have to press a button on the controller to fire rockets. There's a few games on Master System that do that, like Laser Ghost requires you to have a controller at all times as well. Laser Ghost is pretty interesting, although that final boss is rough. Submachine Gun stuck to fully auto, semi-auto, true. But yeah, this is very similar to the NES version, it just looks nicer. And also, it's on a Sega machine, which means it is automatically better. I don't make the rules, that's just how it is. Yep, you can shoot the eagle multiple times. I guess they didn't want to... Because that's true in the NES version as well. Maybe Sega and Nintendo were like, nah, you can't just kill the bird. You gotta make sure that it's shown to be living. Yeah, I'm surprised as well, but I did check. This is the first Master System game we've played. Unless I noted it as like a Mark III game and fucked everything up. No, this is the first Master System game. There are still consoles we have yet to debut on this stream. Someday. Okay, cleared the scene. Yeah, the animals just sort of get scared away. That's good. So we'll see how far our credit can take us. However, there does appear to be a lot more flickering in this version, which is not ideal. See, the pig's fine. Oh no, wrong. Oh shit! Wrong. Never mind, I'll just use that. That's fine. I believe this version and the NES version, not the Famicom version, also cut the Bikini Babe. Shit. Okay, I've got to change that. I've got to change that because I'm going to keep doing it. Controls. There's realism and there's Justine Bleak, that's true. Yeah, I think Laser Ghost on the Master System is really interesting, and it's kind of a shame there's not that many Protect 'em Up like games. Rescue Mission on the Master System is kind of like that, but it's a little different. It has a top-down perspective. It's not quite the same. This version does seem a little slow. Then again, so is the NES version. But you know, they're trying. But I'll tell you what, this doesn't have that the ZX Spectrum version has. It doesn't have those big sprites. The Spectrum version does actually have them. They're all monochrome, but you know, that's fine. Anyway, it is nice to have these home console ports here, as they're usually sort of ignored a lot of the time. I kind of wish they had the home computer versions as well, but that would be asking a lot. There's a lot of different emulation solutions required. Hello? Could you move? Hi! The location of the prison was extracted from the enemy. Oh yeah, the cover art's great for Laser Ghost. Big fan. Defeat all the enemies and then take a rest. Can do. The text is slightly different from the arcade version. Oh, there's a big guy. He's close to the screen. Oh, there's a Bikini Babe. Okay, so she's in this version, but definitely not the US NES version. I know that much to be true. Sega does what Nintendo don't. It's always been true. Uh-oh, I've got no ammo. Sega were fine with bikinis, yep. Kill a bunch of people, then have a nice little sit down, a little sleepy. Yeah. It's tiring being a mercenary, working for money. Sorry, ma'am, didn't mean to. You also can't reach the very edges of the screen, which I'm pretty certain is a limitation of the light phasing itself. One bikini allowed per communist killed was the West's way back then. You sustained a lethal injury. Sorry, but you are finished. Here. Oh. Which button is it? This is very important. I'm pretty sure it's fire. Oh. Whoops. Okay. I think we need to set the... Might have to set this to... Wasn't there a select button? So this is why we... This is why we made a save state. No, but... Why won't it let me... Hold on. I'm pressing yes. Oh, no, I need to press 2, but hold on. Are you telling me that Night Striker did this operation? Sort of. We're actually playing the Operation Wolf games tonight. What button do I press? I want to continue. Well, it's not B, I know that much. It should be fire, but... Oh, wait, hang on. Wait. Aha! Okay. It's a separate button. Got it. Okay. Yeah, okay, no, it's up there. Got it. Oh, and thank you. Did you mean to do that twice, SFSI? Because you gave me 100 streams. Did you try setting it to W for one both? No, see, there's my problem. I'm always forgetting to do that. How did the Bikini Babe end up here anyway? Is she like on holiday? Or is she just a local enjoying the sun while it's out? You're committing to the bit. Very good. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I like how the big guys just sort of slide in. But I think having like contemporary home ports like this kind of gives you a perspective on sort of the compromises they had to make to bring these games home back when they were new. You couldn't necessarily get the whole game, you just had to get the experience. I picked a real bad time to go on holiday. Yeah, that makes sense. The village is freed and you recover from injury. Oh, good. Pac-Man's here. Let's put him in a good place. There we go. Sega allows smoking. True. Oh no! Oh shit, they kept this in? Nice. I would love to check if the NES version took out the smoking, but that would require me to play more of the NES version of Operation Wolf, and you know what? I don't have that in me, I'm sorry. There are things I'm willing to do for this stream, but that is not one of them. Well, take ammunition by force. Well, the intro to... well, I got 6 bullets. Oh, we're doing well. The intro to Operation Thunderbolt implies that... actually outright says that this Operation Wolf takes place in South America, so make of that what you will. Oh, then we've got the big guy! I can't hit him, so I've got no ammo. I'm about to die. The NES game also has him smoking one. You have no ammunition left. As you're dying, a man walks beside you, hitting a xylophone. Yep, it's always happening. Frequent occurrence. yeah, war games were a big thing in the late 80s. Can't imagine why. Of course, that obsession with war also gave us maybe one of the best / worst Arcade Flyer promo lines. Prisoners of War by SNK. The American flyer says, escape from the prison camp of low profits. That is not a joke. You can look that up. Yeah, the chain gun guy does look like he's grinning. He's having a grand old time. Now you have a new supply. There are 5 prisoners. Rescue them. Okay, we'll do our best. Oh, he's so small now. He's tiny. Poor guy. Thank you. Oh no! He still gets sent off. In the traditional Master System fashion, he is sent off to heaven. Oh, we might still make it. There's still a chance. I wonder if this has the NES endings where like it changes how many you save. That will be interesting to find out. Still got 3 helicopters to go. Oh, these are rocket guys. We might just barely make it to the end of this stage. By the skin of our teeth. We've only got... Aha! We did it! Are there no knife assassins? I don't think so, no. They never get close enough. Oh! Yeah, they don't appear from behind the prisoners unless they're in this next stage. All MS owners go to heaven, it's true. What's worse than a war crime? Low profits. Rescue the prisoners. Get away in the airplane. Yeah, it looks like the knife guys don't show up. Oh, no, there they are. Okay. They are in this version, then. That's fine. Oh, shit! Well, looks like they cut off continues or you get a limited number of them. Well, that's fine. The 80s sure were a time, huh? Yeah. Ad copy ghost written by cocaine. Yep, pretty much. Okay, so now we've done all the Operation Wolf games on here. We have 2 games left. Wait, wait for it. I'm not fucking this up. There we go. Oh, that's rough. Don't bother coming home. So, yeah, this is the European flyer. It's the same as the Japanese flyer, but without the text. I think. Excellent artwork here. Yeah, here we go. Ah, do you remember that photo that I told you to remember? This one. Hey, it's back! Huh? Hmm? See? That was foreshadowing. Operation Thunderbolt will be making its debut as the follow-up to the to the 1987 AMOA hit Operation Wolf. Operation Thunderbolt builds excitement as one or two players can fight the enemy either alone or simultaneously. Operation Thunderbolt is sure to be another #1 game. The game ends when either the player runs out of lives by receiving damage or when all the prisoners have been rescued. Power drink. Well, so we do have to talk a little bit about the intro to Operation Thunderbolt because they had to change it. Oh, the same gun the Japanese collector's edition does a replica of, yeah. So, let's see the, yeah, so that's the Japanese flyer. It's got a bit of extra text at the top. It's got that photo again, this time in colour. And there's the cabinet. You see, there's 2 guns this time. 2 people can play simultaneously. And there's 8 thrilling missions. Enemies! Right there. And there's your dimensions. But we also have a US flyer, which looks completely different. Operation Thunderbolt. Early this morning, Trans Global Flight number 520 was hijacked by a hostile rebel group. This group, calling themselves the Radical Freedom Fighters, is demanding that all their political prisoners be released from prison. They have threatened to kill 1 hostage per hour until their demands are met. They are pointing guns. Good faces here. But yeah, he's having a swell time. Yes, so that's what. Yes, yeah, this is based on the Entebbe raid, the official code name of which was Operation Thunderbolt. No, like, I'm not even kidding. The plot and the Entebbe raid synopsis are basically the same. The Entebbe raid, also known as Operation Entebbe and officially codenamed Operation Thunderbolt, also retroactively codenamed Operation Yonatan, was a 1976 Israeli counter-terrorist mission in Uganda. It was launched in response to the hijacking of an international civilian passenger flight, an Airbus A300, operated by Air France between the cities of Tel Aviv and Paris. The hijackers took hostages with the stated objective of compelling the release of 40 Palestinian and affiliated militants imprisoned in Israel, as well as the release of 13 prisoners in 4 other countries. That's exactly the same as the plot to Operation Thunderbolt. It's just the same. Now, this becomes relevant in a minute. Top Mission, a very stupid movie that attempts to wrap ninjas around a Filipino film that depicts a fiction. Oh my god. The game begins. Your mission is to rescue hostages being held captive by a radical and heavily armed group of rebels. Conduct raid on enemy territory and collect additional ammunition. Shoot airdropped crates to collect reserve supplies. Yeah, this just basically describes the game. By Jeep, oh, can't use that word anymore. We'll get to that. Approach with caution, the plane and passengers are heavily guarded. Approach cautiously. Shooting and killing the pilot will destroy any possibility of escape and your mission will fail. The classic 2-in-1 technique of IFD, they'll find a way to make it fit. Oh no, that's a spoiler. So, yeah, this game is very specifically based on real-life events, and Taito would release a sort of slightly modified version of the US arcade game to remove references to any real-life places and organizations. And that is the version that they've used in here. Like, all the versions have the same intro. And so the original one specifically references American people being hijacked. The place that they land is in Africa. The head of the CIA hires Roy Adams, specifically saying the man who performed the Operation Wolf mission in South America. And it refers to him as a Green Beret, as well as a fellow Green Beret, Hardy Jones. His mission log has like references to real places. All of that is cut from the following intro that we are about to see. Carrying the people is hijacked. Don't say Cuba, don't say Cuba. It's a Carubia airport, definitely not near the Mediterranean Sea. The military authorities call on Roy Adams, the man who performed the Operation Wolf mission 1 year ago. This is my favourite bit. Roy goes into action again, this time with a fellow, Hardy Jones. That originally said fellow Green Beret, but fellow is on its own is just much funnier.
Operation Thunderbolt.
Now, what's funny is you can actually play on the player 2 side if you want. So just for fun, let's do that. I think it's on here. Yeah, you can choose your player side. You can either be Roy Adams or Hardy Jones. Yeah, that's how it was in the original modified version of the arcade game. So like it's as accurate as they are able to be. So War Korea is meant to be full of like actual names of countries, which means that poor Hardy Jones doesn't get to keep anything. This is his first day. It's his first job. And I think they they mention that like I think it's here somewhere. No, I think it's in the it's in the options if you go to the damage received from enemy attacks varies depending on the side. What that means is that enemies that glow red attack Roy, and enemies that glow blue attack Hardy. Everyone be nice to Hardy Jones. This is his first deployment. So yeah, we're both mercenaries. We're formerly of the Naval Brigade, not the Green Beret. Don't say that we're Green Beret. We can't say that. And you press start.
Operation initiated. Rescue all hostages.
Can do.
Gather intelligent information.
Welcome to Fighting World. So this is on much better hardware. So there's a lot more going into the screen. Scaling's a bit better. Well, there's actual scaling, rather. It's not super convincing, but it does the job. And you also get supply crates, which makes a bit more sense than shooting them from animals. Although you can still do that. There's the animals still showing. Also, you can blow up the buildings. I think. No, maybe not. Also, I like that the gadgets specifically say Roy Life and Hardy Life. That's really good. Oh, thank you. Let's read that out. The original Roy's service record includes Vietnam, Nicaragua, Congo, and Operation Wolf. Hardy's record has Vietnam, Congo, Chile, Zaire, Angola, and Lebanon. They are experts. Oh, if a second player joins in on that screen, the other merc appears in their own boat? That's really good. Yeah, it's a little more convincing than the Beastbusters. This was like a year earlier than Beastbusters, I want to say, and I imagine that Taito have a pretty good sort of handle on hardware. Maybe not to the extent of like Namco or Taito, but Namco or Sega, sorry. Mission complete.
Made contact with intelligent agent and obtained information.
And they do change the cutscenes depending on who's present.
Confiscate ammunitions and
we really are moving. Roy's Life, a sequel to Sega's A-Life. This is more akin to traditional Operation. And they're experts at knife throwing. What I also really like is the gadget that shows what mission you're on. If you look carefully, it changes just before the mission ends. Like it shows the final sort of objective of the match, which I think is really fun. They really put a lot of personality into the gadgets. Big fan. However, this does ditch the system that was present in Operation Wolf, where you have like a certain number of enemies to defeat. It's just like you gotta make it to the end. Oh, did you see that? They scaled into the screen. It was good. Also, I keep mashing the button because that's what I had to do on this on the Master System version. Whoops. See, it changes to being blown up.
Raid successful.
So, you might have noticed that they cut the voice off there. It's supposed to say, got ammunition and Jeep. Same clang used in Super Chase, yeah. And yeah, like the, lots more grenades and knives, so you have more of a chance to avoid damage, that's true. I'll tell you what, if we go to screen, you can press this. So yeah, Jeep is a registered trademark, so they're not allowed to use it on its own. You can't just call a generic Jeep a Jeep anymore. So they have to replace it with LAV. The exact same thing happened in Arcade Archive Silkworm. Light armoured vehicle. Censored by the ghost of British Leyland. Yep. They had to. And so he doesn't say got ammunition and Jeep anymore because, you know, that would take too much. Thank you, Deacon Feed. But yeah, there we go. That's why that had to be changed.
Search enemy bunkers.
How's the volume, by the way? I hope you can hear the voices. They're really important in this game. There was a time when you could just get away with putting a Ferrari in your racing game and no one would bat an eye. How many times did arcade developers get away with the not Coca-Cola logo? Even Nintendo did that in Earthbound. They tried to get away with it. But yeah, this is like a big visual upgrade. That goes to show you just sort of how fast the hardware upgraded in this particular year. Can you imagine? Just only 4 years later, we'd get Vertex. By the way, a new Vertex video dropped. You're welcome. I'm pretty sure that's my fault. I did stream about it. You can't say that I didn't. Mission complete.
Arrive at enemy hideout.
Nico's joining them, watching, waiting.
You hostages.
I think there should be a specific legal clause for copyright infringement if it occurred in an arcade game released before the 21st century. I agree. I absolutely agree. Now, we've made a save state here because you know what? I can't be bothered with these hostages. Really, I don't want to save them. Do they know how far I drove to get here and they won't even come out and say hello? Oh wait, no, I fucked up. Oh no worries, definitely a little loud, okay. New Vertexer for those who celebrate good. Okay, let me know if this is better. Oh no, this is going wrong. I do need to actually murder them. Maybe just leave the doors. Okay, we're just not gonna free them. Okay, no, that's fine. Okay, that should have got there's a method to this madness, I promise you. We are doing this for a reason. Surprise, you're dead. Oh, you actually have to shoot them multiple times, I see. It's not like the first game where they're made of paper. Trust me, this is going somewhere. Oh, it's that guy again. Military advisor, apparently.
The hostages are all dead. Your mission has failed.
There we go. Have you ever seen that? I didn't know that would happen, but it does. If you kill all the hostages or don't free them all and like let them all die, you not only do you get a game, does that happen, but you get an instant game over and have to restart. So now let's actually try and save the hostages. And that means that there are unique versions of that screen for Hardy, Roy, and both Roy and Hardy. Also, I'm pretty sure that's the Punisher. Ow. Keep anger in your heart and fight on. Thank you. Hey, you just walked into my bullets. Come on. How many bullets just... Ah, there we go. Okay. Don't shoot. There's no in-game credit roll for Vampire Knight. No. Yeah, I've got the feeling we're going to need a lot of credits for this one. Jesus. This... It's my fault for insisting on continuing. Head, sir. Stand still for a sec. Appreciate it a lot. There we go.
Succeeded in rescuing hostages.
Well, we got 7 of them. That's close enough.
Head for enemy headquarters.
So now we're on a boat. So, you know, the upgrade of hardware lets them do more stuff like this. We got an exciting boat chase. We had a jeep chase earlier. Now, I need to keep track of what mission we're on. Because it is absolutely imperative that we enter Stage 8 with as much health as possible. For reasons that will become apparent. Oh, did someone at Sega Retro try and decipher the high score table? Good. I guess in a way, Operation Thunderbolt is a more operator-friendly game. In that, you know, you can continue mostly as much as you like. There's all, you know, you can have 2 players on the cabinet. Operation Wolf. No co-op. No immediate continue. Found it.
Arrived at enemy headquarters.
There we are. Also, pay no attention to my hit percentage. Gotta rescue more hostages. Stop walking into the bullets, please. I beg of you. So yeah, it's mission 7. We need to be careful. You know what? At least the hostages in the first game were like, we are moving. We're not stopping. We're just gonna keep going. Those guys know how to be polite to the arcade player. Just shoot him in the head. It's nice to have the boss health as well. That's really helpful. Defeat. You're dead. You know, I don't think I knew about this game until like way later, but I did play it in a real arcade. I did make it to the final stage, and it did not go well, for reasons that will become apparent later. Man, oh, he did it again. I know that any two guys in a situation is the Blowjob Brothers. What is it for five guys that all jump in? Colonel Kadam is his name, apparently. Can you tell this game is designed for two players at once?
Succeeded in rescuing hostages.
Five Guys is a burger joint in some parts of the world. Ah, there we go. Secure escape routes. So I'm gonna make a save state here. Don't mind me. I need to get an idea of how long this thing is. Apparently I deserve a medal. I don't know what I did. The Blowjob Quintet, understood. That makes sense to me. I got that for shooting every type of animal in the game. I guess I am a hunter. Oh, we got a health up. Okay. That's basically an extra life, damn. Ant is such a great gamer, they deserve an LAV. Thank you. Oh, I don't know about this. I tell you what, we'll make an extra save state here. Rate of fire for the grenade launcher, lots.
Secure a passenger plane for escape.
Escape! Oh, this is a little rough. Oh, this is not going well. You're dead! Oh! Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's not this part that we have to worry about. It's the final encounter. That's good data. Which we're rapidly approaching. Okay, now we need to make a save state. No, fortunately, Strawbros, a Night Striker is, that's next week. We're just doing the Operation Wolf games here. So this is the final battle. So let's get the bad ending out the way. What we are about to see is my favourite bad ending in any Taito game.
The pilot is dead. Escape is impossible.
That's it. You fucked up. That's it. The game just ends. Damn, Top Landing 2 is hardcore. Noel Gallagher's kit made out of gear. Bad ending, Taito would never do that. Warning the final terrorist. So yeah, what you have to do is you have to kill this final guy without shooting the pilot. You can shoot the pilot a couple of times, but not too much. And you definitely can't use a rocket. And if you game over there,
You are.
instant game over.
Your mission has failed.
Now, I think if you fire it from far away enough, it won't kill the pilot. Yeah, there we go. Ah, we nearly got it. You just have to lightly brush him with the rocket. Nah, see, that's too close. Yeah, the press start disappears on the other player side. I found out the hard way that the game gets rid of continues at this point. I did this on a real machine. And I got to this point and I was like, oh, I can just continue, and I was not able to. We're so close. The thing is, not every company did this with their arcade games. Konami was pretty bad for it. Taito did it a lot. God, okay, right. We'll have to start from here instead. It had the decency to allow continuing after losing at the last scene. So what we'll try and do is we'll try and get to the final part with no health. I think I can figure out a way to do that. Yeah, they don't include HP for the pilot, which you would have thought they would, but that's fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let all the grenades hit me, and that should hopefully give me a larger health bar for the final section. If I time this correctly. Yep, this should be good. Now we're cooking. Nope, wrong button. That would have been very bad. So in theory, we should be able to win the battle of attrition here. Oh, God damn it. Also, I didn't realise this guy actually has a name. It's, General Espinosa. As you can see, oh fuck! Just knee him in the junk, Mr. Pilot. You can do that, right? There we go, mission complete. We did it!
Mission completed.
If only this had the ES mode, yeah, that'd make things a lot easier.
Successfully completed.
Your operation was successfully completed.
Go on R and R. Nobody knows when orders for your next mission will be given.
And they never were. Roy Adams would not appear in a game again except for Camel Try. Oh shit, what nice shot was it? I missed it. Saki! Oh, yes, good. Anyone who threatens the Onyanko Club will be punished. Camel Try, Roy's toughest mission yet. Yeah, future Operation games would not have Roy Adams at all. Or Hardy Jones. This was his one and only mission, poor guy. There's an Arcade Archives version of Camel Try coming in the future. It's on Taito Milestones 4. So that answers that question. There we go. Now, here's the thing. I was vaguely aware that there were home computer ports of this game. Did you know there was a SNES version? Also, I've had the game name wrong this entire time. That's fine. BGA name for credits name entry is We Have Fight for Liberty, and the opening theme is Master of Dragon. Good. So, check this shit out. Hold on. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Is it here? No. Here? No. Here. I've got this completely wrong. There we go. So first off, look at this cover. Oh my goodness. Compatible with Super Scope and Super NES mouse. These are some serious men. It's true. It's the terrorists' turn to be afraid. Very afraid. Trans-Global Flight number 520 has been hijacked and the passengers have been relocated to the terrorists' headquarters. If the terrorists' demands have not been met in 24 hours, they will begin killing the innocent hostages. Your mission is to parachute into enemy territory, locate and rescue the hostages, and sanction the terrorists. There is no room for error or mercy. You are armed with the latest anti-terrorist weaponry, rapid-fire assault guns and rocket launchers with armor-piercing shells. Shoot crates that are dropped from passing support planes for extra ammo. Make it to the designated rendezvous point to gather the needed intelligence regarding the next phase of the operation. Above all, see to it that the hostages make it safely home, though you'll have to blast your way through an inferno to get there. Features: 2-player simultaneous action that never slows down. Compatible with Super Scope, Super NES controller, oh thank goodness, and Super NES mouse. Choose from 6 battle-hardened veterans, each with special skills and abilities for handling terrorists. Fire at ammo lost by enemies to add to your own arsenal. From the arcade sensation that was a national favourite. Detailed graphics and awesome sound effects keep you coming back for more intense play. Just penalise them a little. So, yeah, this was only released in the US. And believe it or not, it was 1994. That's like 5 years after the arcade version. Oh, shit, sorry. No, hold on, let me see. The game manual mentions that, player side 2P cannot use mouse controls. Like, it auto forces you to be on player 2 side because player 1 side can't use the gyro. The thing is, I don't know whether this is... I'm pretty sure this is emulating the mouse rather than the Super Scope. But I can't tell. I wasn't able to find any decent footage of the Super Scope being used for this game. Oh, hey, it's that background again. They've carefully cropped out the cigarettes, though. And we now have a choice of characters. It can be Sonia, Erica, Dan, Shin, Kinte, and Chamkal. It's no longer toasted yet. But yeah, like, this was only released in the US, so I had no idea it even existed. I like... Yeah, he does have the sunglasses, that is true. And yeah, this is the sort of diverse cast that you wouldn't necessarily see. Roy's on vacation. Well, you see, Roy's getting his R&R, isn't he? Huh? But actually, that reminds me, there is an intro. We should probably watch that. Love arcade ports that were specifically released too late to be relevant, but also too early to be advertised for remember this game purposes. They actually have two women, yeah.
Operation Thunderbolt.
So there is a very wordy intro, if I remember right. Shin, not related to Shin Kazama from Area 88, no. Saturday, 1:45 PM, Global Airways Flight 005, en route from Montreal, Canada to Athens, Greece. Attention, Flight 005, you're in violation of territorial airspace. You're ordered to come with us. Your aircraft will be shot down if you do not comply. Without warning, unknown extremists commandeer the flight. The pilot is forced to change course. Oh shit, they're playing Top Landing. Don't fuck it up like I would. General and President for Life, Abul Bazar, warlord of the Bintazi People's Republic. People of the world, fear me. End the persecution. Free my comrades from prison in France and Germany. Do this and the passengers live. Do nothing and you will regret it. So yeah, on the options screen here, in the original version, it would have like your controller options, but they got rid of that because you just do it on the pause menu instead. Obviously we're going to be Sonia. Obviously. Oh, hold on. So, so they didn't take the real world places out of here. Cambodia, Cyprus, Eritrea, Cross of Valor. Oh, she's from Norway. No, she's from Norway. Oh, cool. Oh yeah, Passenger 57. That should be on the list. Yeah, absolutely. The team assembles at a secret airfield on the island of Malta. At ease, Sonia. I'm Colonel Jones, glad to have you with us. I'm going to brief you on your mission, codenamed Thunderbolt. The goal is simple. Get in, rescue the passengers, and get out. Think you can remember that? Now, look at this map. We've pinpointed 3 targets so far. One of them could show us where to find the passengers. It's your call, Sonia. Where do you want to go? So, they add an element of non-linearity. You can pick from the first 3 stages. Colonel looking a little familiar, yep. Good choice. We have a C-130 transport ready to airdrop you into that location. I'll be monitoring your progress by satellite. Bazaar must be stopped. The Security Council is depending on our success. This concludes your briefing, Sonia. Good luck. Make your selection with the gun. So they added all these cutscenes. It's, I mean, I guess, like, what year did the Super Scope come out? I guess Taito figured we may as well port something to it. Gather intelligence information. Oh. Oh, oh. Oh, 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 no. Oh, the SNES is struggling. It hates this. Why are you doing this to me? Never mind. Oh, no. Late 92. Okay, yeah, that makes... So that would make sense, right? Like, maybe late 93 at the very earliest they could crank this out. But 94 does make sense. You know, it's a game that they don't have to do any... They don't necessarily have to do much design work on it. They've already got a framework they can work with. May as well get some of that Super Scope money. Streamer, turn off the Newgrounds version and show us the real game. And this only came out in the US. Why? Behold, graphics and gameplay. I'm curious about the side-scrolling stages as well. Hopefully we get to them. Also, the packages sort of get thrown from the side instead, rather than dropping down the screen. I am kind of curious how this played with the Super Scope. I like how part of the tree keeps hanging on in the background. No animals, just bags. Rendezvous with Bintazi agent and obtained valuable information. One of the last 3 of the 12 supported Super Scope games. I guess the other 2 would be Tin Star and Falcon's Revenge, is that right? Did I get it right? That number of credits doesn't give me much hope. I'm not sure how far we'll get in this version, but it is fascinating, even if it's a bit jank. Like, Operation Wolf on the NES was one thing, but this is clearly, like, trying to punch it on its head. Extremely beloved peripheral. Hey, the peripheral's in... the Super Scope is in Smash Brothers. That means it has to be loved, right? Right? You are dead! Okay, so what did they set start button to? Ah, okay, it's just a bit. I would like to at least get to a stage with hostages in it. I'm pretty sure. Notice that the meeting with the informant was done from a first-person perspective, so we don't have to do 6 different sets of cutscenes. That's efficiency. I know that the Super Scope sort of struggled with more traditional graphics, I guess you would call them. Like, it has to have a specific color palette to work. Headquarters deactivated. Locate ammunition and means of transport. This is actually mission 2, apparently. Ah, okay. Sorry, got scratched my ear. Ah. Yeah. I believe the Retro Pals refer to it as T2 having the bisexual flag skyline, because it has to work with like really bright colours or slightly desaturated ones. But I've got to imagine this is especially weird for Japanese players who pick up this collection and they're like, "What the fuck? Why was this only released in America?" Oh. The Amiga version looks... I'm not familiar with the Amiga version. It wouldn't surprise me if it was better. I think... Come to think of it, I might have gotten this in the PC Engine version of Operation Wolf mixed up. This might be the one by iSystem Tokyo. That would make a lot of sense, but I can't check right now. I'm a little busy. Trying to not die here. Doing my best. Oh, the SNES hates this. It's in so much pain. The main thing I'll say, it's a little harder to actually pick up items because they're being thrown so frequently, rather than just in the thing, in the box. Also, no music in this version. Ah, blow it up. Ah, this is an iSystem Tokyo joint. Got it. SNES only attempts to run Operation Thunderbolt when it is very distressed. So yeah, you get to choose those stages, and now it's like, okay, we have a set path for you. Rescue the hostages. Look at him go! No, you ass. Okay, that's not fair. I can barely aim that high. There's guys on the roof. Did they change her design? Did they make it a bit more Nintendo friendly? Oh, it takes so long to go off the screen though. Thank you, man. Is someone cooking something? Is my microwave spaghetti finished? Ah! Nearly shot him again. Tale as old as time. Oh, at least it does seem that players have separate credit counts at least. That's something. But yeah, I'm not sure if you can see it, but there are guys on the roof and it's very difficult to spot them. Often, like, ports of these games would often make players share credits, which is always death. Oh, the game slows down immensely when the hostages are on screen. They hate it. A lot of render time is used to make sure that she's not wearing a bikini. That's rough. Oh my god! Hey, there's the military advisor, or whatever his name is. Okay, good enough. Darius Gaiden on Saturn also has separate credit counters. Succeeded in rescuing 6 hostages. Oh, we got the mysterious traveler. Nice. Search enemy bunkers. Now, the main disadvantage is that this version doesn't explain what the differences are between the characters, and I'm not sure the manual does either. So, like, it's never explained to you, and you can't like look at characters before you pick them. You have to pick them to see their dossier, and then you immediately go into the game. And yet, no jeeps. Not a single jeep. Not a single jeep to be found. Oh, I'm out of it. Oh, there we go. But yeah, like I can sort of see the logic on why they'd port this. Like it's, you know, they're adding like a couple of things, but also it's like a relatively easy. Just put it on. Give it a super scope or whatever. Taito were kind of weird on home consoles in the 16-bit generation. See also their Mega Drive output. Oh. Ah, we get individual game over screens. Your mission has failed. Oh, that's a good game over screen. Nice and crunchy. Rolling Thunder 3 is a mystery. I don't understand that one myself. That one's weird. Oh no, she's not fatally wounded. Just, you know, you just failed. That's all. Oh shit, we got all the medals for Operation Wolf. Cool. We still have to rescue all the hostages and rescue the human shield hostages in Mission 8 without accidentally shooting any of them. I shot plenty of them. Real someone in the office brought a digital camera vibe. Do you think the logic was originally to put it out on PlayStation and then somehow it wound up here? I mean, they did put out a Lethal Enforcers collection on PS1. They were like, you know, Konami was like, oh, we can get in on that. And yeah, I don't think there wasn't a PS1 light gun like immediately, I don't think. Would Taito have ported this? Maybe they might have done. Again, like 94 just seems like very late for this. It's important to note Rolling Thunder 3's composers are apparently named Roseboy and Dickboy. This explains nothing, yet everything. Yeah, Konami's Justifier was the first. By the way, does anyone have a Konami Justifier and also a copy of Silent Hill? Has anyone ever tried that trick where you plug in a Justifier and you can play Silent Hill with it? Did you know that? You can control Harry's movement with the control pad, and fire the special gun with the Justifier. That's real. We're gonna do that next time. We're gonna do Night Striker and Space Gun together because Space Gun kicks ass. Look at this fucking game. A sci-fi horror-themed shooter. Oh yeah, Project Horned Owl. You know, I've always wanted to play that. That trick is not speedrun viable because the hypergun it gives you is the weakest. Oh no! Oh, that sucks. But you know, while we're dropping lore, there is a connection between Operation Wolf and Sniper Honey, the second secret mascot of Gaming Hell. Did you know that in one of the micro-visual novels, it is implied that Sniper Honey is Roy Adams' granddaughter from Operation Wolf? Put it on the wiki. Make sure you write that down. That's important lore. Project Horned Owl is very, we have Steel Gunner at home. I've never played it. I really want to, but it didn't come out in PAL territories. Can you imagine a game not coming out in PAL land? Fucked up. You can enter reverse and you get to make big scary aliens go splorch. Yeah. So we may as well talk a little bit about space. You know what? I'll put the attract mode on. So I didn't know Space Gun existed until Taito Legends, where it's included alongside Operation Wolf and Operation Thunderbolt. And I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? Oh my god. Yeah, this is a teaser for next week. Playthrough incoming. I'm gonna have to resist the urge. It's tempting, but I can't. But yeah, I'd never seen this game before, and I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Yeah. Technically, yes. Okay. Just for you. But look at what you're doing to these aliens. You're just ripping them to shreds. Jesus Christ. It's so grim. Wow, streaming going. No, I cannot be bullied. Yes, Sniper Honey is adapted from the Alien Soldier boss name, Sniper Honey Viper. We just chopped the Viper bit off. Now, not playing. You were no older than like 8 or 7 when you saw Space Gun on a cabinet. Oh my god. Oh, 6 or 7, sorry. Damn it. Those visuals, they would leave an impression. Just play the first level. Go on. No, I know where this is going. The music is also, like, incredible. The most atmospheric shit you've ever heard. It's tempting. It is tempting. Can we have a cheeky game of Space Gun? No, we can't. We can't do it. Come on, just one level. What's the harm? No. Nice try. One thing that I forgot to point out about this collection, by the way, have you noticed the little loading things? Isn't that adorable? Look at it. They did new little pixel art for these games, and each game has different ones. Operation Wolf has Roy and Hardy in the boat. Cheeky Space Gun with the mad. And what's the one for Operation Wolf? It's he's just parachuting in. Oh, somebody got credited for the save load sprites. Oh, let's have a look in the staff credits. Oh, yeah, Zelta 68K. Oh, Game Center Nyarais. And they also got some they got new music for the menus, which is really nice. It kind of combines Oh, beep. Akihabara, hey. Back to the arcade. Beep. Good. Everyone involved with the original games. Wait, Arc System... What? What's Arc System Works doing here? Oh, here we go. Oh, thanks for that. Oh, they did... Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks like they've done a... Oh, they did a lot of the pixel art for, like, the gadgets and stuff. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Medley incorporates motifs from all the games. Yeah, I really like the space gun motif. Ah, they published for the rest of Asia. Got it. The little space gun hostage lady in particular. Yeah, that's pretty great. I tell you what, just for fun, we'll check out what the... Hello? Uh-oh. Oh, it's loading. I was thinking about it. Oops. Ah, there it is. Oh, it doesn't like this. It doesn't like the European version of the arcade game at all. Ah, there we go. Wait. Is it adding rank as we're watching the demo? What? No. We have successfully bullied... Well, this is what you get. Consider this punishment. Oh. Oh, you wanted Night Striker, did you? You thought you could bully me into playing another game. Well, joke's on you. Yep, this is the cursed European version, which removes the music at the insistence of the overseas staff. Oh no! I've just noticed the Zuntata lady's so sad. She's just on her own. Aww.
Warning, target's approaching.
Yeah, okay, that's enough of that. What was the European staff cooking derogatory? I mentioned this at the start of the stream, but the fan book has an interview with the staff, and they specifically show them the European version, and they're like, what in God's name happened here? Justice for Zuntata-chan. Okay, right, that's enough. Okay, we're done. Oh god, I can see Klonoa approaching already. The European version is so maligned it's not even dumped from MAME, really? Is this exclusive to this collection then? Oh, that's funny.
Breaking contact.
Oh, that's good. But no Europe. Interesting. Well, on that bombshell, I'm so glad I managed to pull that off. That's really funny. Did Taito even know what the US and EU divisions were doing? Well, you know what? I'm gonna read that quote out again. Where is it? It's here. At this time, most developers were unaware of overseas trends and preferences, so the overseas sales staff's advice was taken as gospel. That's a direct quote from the director of Operation Wolf. And on that bombshell, it's time to end the stream in the traditional manner.
Any minute now, and it's gonna be Chomp City. Climb! Not now, I'm getting ready to chomp back. But Climb, there's something I think you ought to know.
Clyde, your mission has failed. But Clyde, the pilot is dead. Escape is impossible. Well, thanks for showing up, everyone. Chomp City, but it cuts the music. But Clyde, Jeep. So yeah, that was the Operation Wolf and Operation Thunderbolt portion of Operation Night Strikers. Thanks for showing up, everyone. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I did. We didn't quite clear as many games as I would have liked, but we saw some things. We saw the SNES Operation Thunderbolt, which is a fascinating specimen. Clyde, your mission has ended. Here. Oh, that's good. Yeah, so next week we're going to look at Night Striker and Space Gun. Don't worry, we'll play the real Night Striker, not the European version. We'll rectify that. Don't you worry. As for Friday, you successfully hoodwinked me whilst my attention was off screen. Successful stream, yes. As for Friday, I do kind of want to read some comic books. Ah, there she is. There's Mew. Don't worry, Deacon Thede, I'll forget. So I was thinking of reading some comics, but not the Valiant Nintendo stuff just yet. Maybe on Friday we read the Killer Instinct comics. But Clyde, you failed in your mission. We won't ask you again. I need to arrange for the Killer Instinct comics to be readable on the stream, but I think I can make that happen before Friday. Sonya is training a rubber band at Mia's face right this second. And Yasuna isn't there to stop her. Yeah, I think Killer Instinct comics might be what we do. And maybe we throw in the Donkey Kong Country comic as well. You know, get all the Rareware stuff out the way. Because it won't take that long because there's only a handful of issues. And they're pretty interesting. They seem to be, like, really unknown. Like, unlike Sonic the Comic and, like, you know, some of the other video game-based comics, I'd never really heard of them until I started researching. I like, found the Killer Instinct comics by accident. So maybe that's what we do on Friday. Aside from that, I think that covers pretty much everything. So thanks for showing up, everyone. Thanks for the bits and the resubs. I hope you enjoyed yourselves, because I sure did. So always happy to play Operation Wolf and get my ass beat. For now though, is anyone streaming? Is anyone doing that? Let's have a look. Dino Please is playing Virtuoso. Dino Please is playing Virtuoso. I feel that we need to support him in this time of need. And welcome him back to streaming. This is only his second stream after coming back from a break. Incredible scenes here. So, go be very nice to Dino. And you all take care, everyone. See you next time. Bye-bye.